Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are tackling a medium difficulty problem called longest balanced substring 1. This problem is really about understanding string properties and knowing how to efficiently check them. If you've ever dealt with frequency counts or valid substrings, this will feel familiar. Let's break it down. Here is the problem. We are given a string called S, made up of lowercase English letters. We need to find the length of the longest balanced substring. But what does balanced mean here? A substring is balanced if every distinct character inside it appears the exact same number of times. For example, if we have 2 A's and 2 B's, that's balanced. But if we have 2 A's and 1 B, that is not balanced. We just need to return the length of the longest one we can find. Let's walk through an example to make sure we get it. Say our input string is ABAC. We are looking for slices of this string. If we look at the slice ABA, we count 2 A's and 2 B's. Since both distinct characters appear twice, their frequencies are equal. That's balanced. The length is 4. If we extend it to ABAC, now we have 2 A's, 2 B's, but only 1 C. Since C has a different count than A or B, this longer string is not balanced. So for this example, the best we can do is 4. Just a quick heads up. We will be walking through the logic and solution using Python first. But don't worry if that's not your main language. I will show the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video, so stick around. So how do we solve this? The simplest and most intuitive way is called enumeration. Essentially, we are just going to try every single possibility. We pick a starting point, let's call it I, and then we expand to an ending point, let's call it J. As we stretch this window from I to J, we keep count of every character we see. At each step we ask, is this valid? If it is, we see if it's longer than our current record. Since the problem constraints for this one version are likely small, this brute force approach works perfectly. Before we get into the code, let's talk about the real reason people fail at Leetcode. It's not because they can't reverse a linked list, it's because they break their daily streak. I built my daily to-do specifically to solve this. You can set Solve Daily Leetcode as a routine task. This means it reminds you to complete your routine tasks every day. It's a dedicated system to force you to be consistent, which I also use to remind myself to upload these videos every day. If you're watching this channel, you're trying to improve, so this tool makes sure you actually show up to do it. I also want to be 100% transparent about how this app will grow. I am an indie developer, not a big corporation. I will never take away a free feature you already use. Core features like repeating tasks remain free forever. However, as I add new server-heavy features, they will be part of the premium plan to help cover the costs of running the app. Also, the price of premium will go up every time I ship a major new feature, so the best time to get involved is right now, while it's early. Check it out at the link in the description. Okay, we've talked about the big picture and the logic. Now let's see what this looks like as actual code. I'll put the full solution up on the screen first, and don't worry. After that, we'll walk through the most important sections together. Alright. Here is the full Python code for the enumeration approach. It's quite short. We have 2 loops, a frequency counter, and a check using a set. Take a quick look, and then we will break down exactly what each part is doing on the next few slides. Let's start with the structure. We first get the length of the string, which we call n. We also initialize our result variable, res, to 0. Then we start our outer loop with I, which represents the start of our substring. Inside that, we create a new dictionary called CNT to store our character counts. We need a fresh counter every time we move our starting point I. Then, we have an inner loop with J that goes from I to the end of the string. This J represents the end of our current substring. Inside the inner loop, we are looking at the character at position J. We increment its count in our dictionary. Now comes the clever one-liner check. We take all the values from our dictionary. These are the frequencies of the characters we've seen so far. We convert those values into a set. Since a set only keeps unique items, if the length of this set is exactly 1, it means every single character we have seen so far appears the exact same number of times. If that's true, we have a balanced substring. We then update our result res with the current length if it's the biggest we've found. Before we move on, let's think about edge cases. What if the string is just a single letter, like a B? Well, the count is 1, so the set of values is just 1. Valid. What if it's quadruple A? The only distinct character is A, and it appears 4 times. The set of frequencies contains just the number 4. Length is 1, so valid. What about A, B, C? A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. The set of frequencies is just the number 1. Also valid. so our logic holds up nicely for these cases. So how fast is this solution? We let C be the size of our character set, which is 26 for English letters, and n be the length of the string. Enumerating all the substrings with our two loops takes order n squared time. Inside the loop, checking if the substring is balanced involves looking at our frequency values, which takes order c time. So the total time complexity is order c times n squared. For space, our dictionary only ever holds at most 26 entries, so the space complexity is order c, or basically constant space. Alright, that covers the solution in Python. As promised, for those of you who code in other languages, I'm about to show the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. I won't be breaking these down line by line, but the logic is exactly the same. Nested loops and a frequency check. Just pause the video on your language of choice to check it out. Alright, as promised, here is the full solution in Java. Notice we use an integer array of size 26 instead of a dictionary for better performance. You can pause the video here to take a closer look. Next up, here is the C++ version of the solution. It's very similar to the Java version, using a fixed size array for counting. Feel free to pause and review the code. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. We use charcode to map letters to array indices. Hopefully seeing it in a few different languages helps solidify the concepts. So let's wrap it up. The key takeaways here are: first, don't be afraid of brute force or enumeration when the problem size allows it. Second, using hash maps or fixed size arrays is the standard way to handle frequency counting. And finally, always double-check the definition of the problem. Here, balanced meant equality across all distinct characters present. Also, if you're looking for even more Leetcode problems beyond the daily challenge, I've started a second channel called Leetcode Unlocked. It's where I'll be posting solutions to a ton of other problems, so if you're serious about your interview prep, be sure to check it out. The link is in the description below. Hope this Leetcode solution breakdown made sense. If it helped, give that like button a click, maybe subscribe for more, or drop a comment if you have questions. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you know straight away when I upload a video, because I upload videos daily. If you want to support the channel, a few people have asked how I plan my solutions. I'm a big fan of sketching out the logic and data structures on a tablet before I code. It really helps. I've put affiliate links in the description to the tablet I use and a few other good options. Using those links doesn't cost you anything extra but really helps me out. Or, if you're feeling generous, there's always the Boba Fund. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.